Hello, this is the Inbound Show, and I'm your host, Kawalya. We are going to be talking strictly local basketball, including the National Basketball League. I'm not alone here. I'm with my colleague, Hudson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
The National Basketball League, like I said earlier, is going to be our main focus. Their teams have played, I think, a maximum of 8 games so far. There are some key points I want us to put across. Maybe we can have a word or two on them. Poor officiating, I think that's where we should start. The league is littered with a couple of very many strange calls. Is FUBA concerned? We remember there was an incident at YMCA when James Okello was ejected. That is his second ejection because he was earlier received these marching orders against power basketball. There are many calls. I think you can air them out as well.
Yeah, the FUBA refs need some refresher course. That's the thing. They spent over 2 years without officiating National Basketball League. Big never happened. So what do you expect? There is lack of that game mentality.
And so to cut you short, I understand they were supposed to have a refresher course before the season started. It was supposed to be held, I think, the day they had a youth camp. Was it in Kawalya? Then they, is it Africa Bible University? Is that the place?
Yeah.
Then the second one, that wasn't possible. They were supposed to have one on Women's Day, and it was also didn't go as planned. So are we blaming FUBA on this, or these referees also need to up their game?
I'll blame FUBA on this. They need to have they need to make sure that the refs have a refresher course. Let it be after the first round. You're getting it. We saw an incident which happened against UCU versus Lady Dolphins versus KIU. We saw one of the umpires talking to a staff of KIU, inquiring what really happened. And to make sure, and to make sure what's happening from these umpires. Instead of going to the bench or the fellow umpire asking what will happen, is asking the fans. Yeah, we don't have VAR here. I don't have those screens. We don't have screens where we can review. But go ask the technical bench what's happening. They give you a feedback because they're watching the game. There was a match commissar as well who was there to handle the game. So they need that refresher course to handle everything.
But aren't we very hard on these referees, because when you talk about technology, the benchmark of officiating and the basketball league is the NBL. We've seen strange calls as well in the NBA in the ongoing playoffs. I remember, was it Draymond Green ejected? But we are talking about the league here locally where we don't have that.
There are things which can ease their jobs. Why should we have only 2 umpires to officiate games instead of 3 umpires? That eases the work.
So you're saying that they should add another?
They should add another umpire so that everything moves on. Fans won't over yell at them or complain to them, because I've seen fans being chased from the arena because they're busy blaming the umpires for the bad calls they're making. You know, they're humans, but if you have another third person, it eases the work for them. FUBA should make sure they have 3 umpires on every game to ease the work for them.
Yeah, at least the fans, the coaches, and the players have already expressed their concern. I think FUBA should act immediately. And then there is no turn up for the games. Are the fans waiting for the playoffs to start? Is it about the fee? Is FUBA charging?
To me, I would say it's about the fee, because most of the basketball fans are either former players or the basketball players. I was told there's a discount for the players, but if the charge is 5,000, someone can call his friends, like, let's go watch the game.
I actually find it strange for FUBA to charge players to watch the games.
It is what they say. Yeah, there's a discount for the players.
But I think it's not right. You want to say that 10K for the fans is much?
If a player is licensed, like how it is in other sports, they just come with their license cards or their cards for other clubs, they enter for free. Like I've seen it in football. Some players leave and they be like, let me watch KC versus Express. But he's a very fast player. Because they have that license, they're entitled to come watch games, which is not with FUBA. They're getting it. Our players don't have cards. You're getting, don't have licenses. We just register and we are done. You can't move out there and be like, I'm a player of power. Be like, what shows?
But when you have nothing to identify.
When you have nothing to identify. So FUBA should also bring those identifications to the players as well. You're getting it. Even the coaches. Because I see them at the interest is being bounced sometimes. The guy is saying, I'm a manager of this club, but what shows? A list comes out later. A manager being ashamed at the entrance.
But let's talk about the fans themselves. Is 10K that much?
To me, it's too much. To me, it's too much because they've just started the league. Yeah, they're supposed to start off with 5,000. 10K can come in playoffs. People already pay the 10,000 because that's where basketball is determined.
But
basketball is determined always in playoffs.
But FUBA waived the fees on Wednesday for the women.
Yes, you see, but still the turn up is solid. Because the women come with the men. The men will be like, I don't have that 5K. You're getting it. I'm coming like for a date. I don't have that 5K. I don't have that 10K. But I can have a 5K to go watch basketball. Because I'm going to watch basketball. I'm eating popcorn. I'm having a drink as well. Someone says like, this is a lot of money. Like, no, I can buy something different. I can use this money for something different.
What
watching
about
the game.
What about the arrangement of the games? Like we are having. Recently, we had UCU versus Oilers on a Sunday.
On a Sunday at YMCA. Actually, the first put the game at KIU. And what next? Thanks to the media, which I will say thanks to the media.
Yes.
The media say this thing can't work properly. You can't have such a game at KIU, that's out. So what next? They had to bring the game to change of venue to YMCA. And such a game can't be there on a Sunday. Good games are always there on a Friday. Yeah? Basketball, people come watch basketball on Fridays mainly. I'm done with my work, let me go sit down, I watch the game of basketball, I go back home on a Friday. But not on a Sunday. Sunday I'm preparing for the next day to do my work again. Yeah? I'm like, okay, I'm stressed with this, let me do this and this and this.
Hope they can do better in the second round because I think it will be starting maybe a month or less weeks from now. But let's not be hard on FUBA, at least for starters.
I'm not tired of them.
First
just finding solutions. Finding solutions.
Things they have done.
Yeah.
For starters, the league started with 2 sponsors, that is Taskalite and Sanuka TV.
Next Media.
Is there anything you can read from that?
Yeah, it is a good improvement because now people can watch basketball live on their TVs well at home. We've seen mainly Sunday games, early morning games, like the Sanuka TV always broadcasts 2 games every Sunday, which is something so good whereby I'm not rushing to come to the arena. I can watch these 2 games, then that game will find me when I'm seated properly.
But a colleague of mine, Mazindia Mahaki, joked that by the time Sanuka is broadcasting those games on Sundays, it's even at church. Why doesn't Sanuka come and broadcast maybe Friday games?
There will be some improvement as well as time moves on. You know, at times also you don't blame the broadcaster. He's so fixed with other things. He has been broadcasting football as well. You know, he has broadcasted rugby came in as well. So he has been up and down. Also boxing is also there as well. You have kickboxing. Of course, he's the only sports broadcaster we have in Uganda. And if he's doing such a good job, I would say credit to Sanuka TV.
But you need them on Friday.
They will show up. Trust me, they will show up.
But anyway, FUBA has also been doing a good job by live streaming these games.
Yeah, actually they started live streaming of games on Facebook, which is something so good.
Yeah,
not only Facebook, but also
they
other
have
networks.
to be a little bit consistent because in the past days they have not been broadcasting.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. But going forward, Hudson, away from the management side of the game, let's talk about what's happening on the court. We start with the women division. JKL are the only side that is still unbeaten. I think across the men's division as well. They have won 7 in a row. Is there anyone who can stop them?
I would say JKL remained as a team, even after the 2 years of not playing active basketball.
But they understand, sorry to cut you short, I understand they lost, was it Zaina and Mohai?
Zaina came in JKL after his she never played that season.
Yeah, she was not part of the winning.
Yes, she never played that season. So I would say they never lost anything big.
And
For Mohai, yes, they've lost that, but the team is still solid. The team is still strong. They've got Akelo, they've got Flash, mature players, they've got championships.
In fact, I was looking at their stats.
Thing is, but what's her name? This Nalo. Rita is back as well.
Yeah.
You're getting it. The team is still solid. Yeah? On top of that, you've got a runner who runs everywhere.
Yeah, Brenda Epon.
She just runs.
And I was looking at the stats. They have 4 players who are scoring double figures. That's Epon, Flash, Opakero, the other one is Stella Yellow.
Yes.
They only added, I think, Stella Nikuze. She was, I think, in A1 Challenge.
Yes.
They have not added many players. I think it's only Stella. They promoted, I think, 2 players as well. They have won 2 titles in a row. I don't think there is anyone who can stop them from completing their three-peat.
What I know is, in second round, we might see adjustments in different teams, like KCCA, like KIU, KU Rangers.
Aye.
Then also UCU Lady Cannons.
But-
We may be there, like we might see a first year joining UCU.
But I talked with Coach Nick and he said that he doesn't have that accent to what they play.
Yeah, it happens, but it just needs, because UCU has one problem. The shots are not sinking in, the 3-pointers are not sinking in.
Yeah.
You would see they're missing a lot, they're attempting a lot and they're missing.
And I don't think that they
Yeah.
have enough quality to match with that of JK.
They've got the quality, because most of these players have been together for some good time. They can match up and you see basketball coming up. Yes, they're losing games, but every day there's something new which comes up. We saw how they were I think over 15 points down against KU Rangers. What happened? They went as far overtime and won the game. Because these young girls have the mentality of like, you know what, you can't go down just like that.
But
We saw it even though they lost the championship against JKL. How I think they were beaten 2 straight and they came back. You know, you'd see a lot of things coming up. UC has got the tactical bit of it. Advantage this is tactical bit of it. The coaches know what you call basketball.
yeah, I think it's about Coach Nick. But
Yes.
the players besides Rose Ekon, I think the rest are yet to turn up.
They will step up.
young
They will step up.
players.
They've got young players, but they will step up.
Tracy Namugose.
Yeah.
She's doing well. Shakira Nangulia has not
Yes.
yet stepped up. And what about KCC? They lost Claire Lamuna and Cynthia Ilakunda.
Yeah.
The addition of Catherine Harrell she has not yet stepped up. The other brown girl from Bumba.
Yeah.
But
But-
will they have a chance?
They've got a chance also to be, let me say, the top 4 teams. I'm thinking about in ladies teams. Open to you. JKL Lady Dolphins, UCU Lady Cannons, KU Rangers, and KCCA Leopards. Those are 4 teams you would see in the semi-finals.
If I ask you to name one who can stop JK,
I'll still give credit to UCU. I'll still say UCU Lady Cannons can easily put down JK because they've gone in the battles before. They know themselves. They've got their beef. They got to go beef of like, you beat me this season, next one I have to beat you. So the beef is still there. It is still strong. One Econ will give you over 40 points with 15 rebounds and even 10 assists. One Econ with even like 5 blocks.
actually may have more trust in KU Rangers, and I will be looking forward to watch their games when they are facing JK. In over like 20 years or more, we started the men's division without Warriors. Is there any chance that that team will still exist?
I would say they've got a lot of problems in terms of management. FUBA says they informed Warriors to register. Warriors didn't give feedback to FUBA on time.
Actually, to give it more context,
Yes.
more context to the viewers, I talked to Brandon Series. I don't know. I think it's their manager,
Yeah.
team manager for Warriors, and he told me that FUBA did not give them enough time to register.
But my question is, the same time which they're saying is not enough time was given to other teams, other 13 teams, let me say that, because there are 13 teams right now in the NBL league. Yeah? How come it's on the Warriors which would register on time?
And we are talking about the same team that also pulled out of the 2021 league that has not gone.
Yes. Yes. So it's just, I think, managerial issues. I think there's lack of financial perspective, I would say that.
Yeah, I think Hudson will
But
have
information has it that some fans wanted to take over the club. But because of these managers, I think this ego of like, no, they can't handle it. I can handle it. And the real patron is busy.
That's
Ambrose
Ambrose
Tashori.
Tashori, yeah.
He's so busy.
Then
You would
he's
see.
okay.
Yeah, he's so busy. Yeah. If he's to come back as Ambrose Tashori, like, you know, guys, let me now get back to the team. I will do everything, blah blah blah. It will come back again. But he's a busy man.
But Hudson, we'll talk about Warriors, I think, for a big segment about that.
Okay.
That will need a whole show.
Yeah.
There is no sharing youth as well. Their place was bought by Victoria University, who are now trading in the league as Victoria University here.
Yes.
Balloons.
Yes.
There is also our savior, one of the newcomers from our division.
Yes.
They are bouncing back. They delegated the season ago. Then there is also Tropical Royals. Who of those 3, Victoria University, Tropical Royals, and our savior, who has a big chance to stay in the league? Our savior, I think they have won 4. Tropical Royals,
I would
5.
say Tropical Royals is shocking everyone. People thought it's just a team that just come on board. You're getting it. They'll be easily beaten, but you saw them winning games.
Yeah, Ben Ruggiero might be smiling.
They're winning. Of course, he's happy because they're winning games.
Yeah.
He has won 5 out of the 6 out of the 11 games, which is something. So in order for you to have a safe place in the NBL. Now they're going to relegate 3 teams. Yeah, he has to win like more 2 games, even second round more 2 games, and he's safe.
Actually,
but his thing is one is looking at playoffs as well.
Yeah.
He's looking at Tony fighting relegation, he's looking at playoffs. To him, he's winning his games smartly. Teams which are struggling, Falcons hasn't won any game. 9 out of they've played 9, they've lost all the 9 games. Falcons struggling. Now, don't be surprised. The teams who are promoted up will stay up. The top 2 will stay up. That's our savior and Tropical Warriors. Now the battle is against Victoria University, Falcons, DJ, and JKL Dolphins.
Victoria University's win came against UC. That was on the back of 3
Yes, 3 straight games in a row.
Yeah,
the players were tired.
Fridays
Even if it's you, you'll be tired. Your body is completely tired.
And Nick
you
made
can't
a
play.
rotation.
Yes, you can't play 3 games in a row. Your body is completely tired, and you're playing in the hot sun. Even think of like you're playing in an arena, but hot sun. 2 games in hot kasana. You're getting it. What next? The other game is in Lugogo. Completely tired.
And I think Tropical Warriors also complained about that.
They complained about that, yes. But now when you complain about it, he said some teams are favored. Yeah. Then the teams talk about which are favored. I'm also playing back to back now. Because football clearly said there are going to be more back to back games. Which you think others played back to back. Some weekend. This year played 3 games back to back in a row. All teams are playing back to back. Christians also playing back to back. So it's now a normal thing.
Back to Victoria University. I was told that initially, because I was talking with Patrick Segulipa, their sports tutor, I was told that they wanted to start from lower division, and someone advised them to start from top flight. If you're Coach Eddie Mans, would you recruit players that are not students to come and beef up your squad, or should stick to the current?
You should stick to the students. Yes. Stick the students. Because if they wanted to start from the lower division, if they're relegated, they'll build a good team, because the team is going to start as it is for over 3 years.
And they're young kids.
They're young kids. They'll build a good team. What next? They come back strong. Yeah. Let me hope after like 3 years they not be like, okay, I've got another team. They start the team.
But they have a vibrant management, because I understand their first game as a YMC, their Vice Chancellor, Lawrence Muganga, attended the game and is dreaming big about
which is so, for him is look at a bigger picture. Not only this university team, a bigger picture. There's money there.
And let's talk about Falcons. 9 games, 9 losses. Where do they go from there?
Falcons will be relegated. They're going to go back down again.
Repeat that answer.
Falcons going to be relegated. They have to go down back. Make sure the recruitment is on point. Everything they're doing is on point.
But they have good players, starting from Vinny Jurua, Henderson Bazida, Brian Sentongo, Wafula Bosa. What's not going well?
Why are they losing games? Are they playing video basketball or what? The teams know these players' weaknesses. These guys have been here for some good time. Adding some players who will be like, you don't know this. They brought in Wafula from Gul. This is a top scorer, it's delivery. Because it's the only person who is like, I'm putting everything all for Falcons. He's playing good basketball from Gul Hawks. They brought it on. Bring in some other 2-3 guys. But remember Falcons lost like 2-3 players. Some players went back to the lower division. Why? Gerard left. They went back to Luhaga. Of course, finances.
And Dagi doesn't want to confess that. But I was told that they train at Makerere. I was told that there are about 4 players who turn up for training.
Can you see that? Can you see that?
The whole squad
during
games.
And their coach might be busy as well. He's a busy man also. Their coach is a busy man. But hope second round step. But what I know is 9 games. You've lost 9 out of 9, and you think you fight relegation. When the teams you're fighting relegation against, the teams of like our savior, the teams of like Tropical Warriors are winning their games.
But the good thing is that we have a transfer window, but I don't think they have enough money to.
That's the point. Because now players of late have this thing of like, how much are you paying me? We know that those days of our days of basketball, play for passion. I'd leave Ginger on my transport, come play game for Sky Jammers, I go back on my transport. It's not the case this year. It's not the case this year. Everything changed.
Hudson, the lower division is up and running. Teams have played, I think, a maximum of 4 games. Some have played 3. But it's very tight. It's very hot down there. And the confusion as well. We remember YMCA pulled out, and at the same time the men's team is playing. I don't know. I tried to talk to, is it Pai Kamoga? Is it their general secretary? And he did give me a clear picture of YMCA is still playing. But what has caught your attention so far in the world league?
I would say Livingston. It is from the D-League. Yeah, they're now up. They've won 4 games out of 4. What Pai Kamoga did as the manager, he made sure his players stay intact. I expected Bismarck to leave Livingston. To my shock, them gentlemen, the boys stayed. Because I talked to a few managers. I'm like, there's a kid from Lord Vision who's so good.
You want to be an agent?
Not an agent. You know, at times you look at these kids, like, they need to be in some clubs. You're getting it. Like, there's a kid out there who's so good. It is in some clubs, he can easily get identified, be a national team. You're getting it. Because most of our scouts on national team sometimes when look at the NBL. Lord Vision, they give it a lower bit of it. But if someone's out there, he's shining. Yeah? Like, who is this kid? Like a kid of our savior, Moses. You know, Moses Mugisha. His basketball is so different. One of the best rebounders I've ever seen. One of the good scorers I've ever seen. It is a kid, I've seen him grow.
And I was actually shocked that he didn't go to another team.
Yeah, he stayed there because
just
they said because they're giving them a lot. Our side is offering them a lot. It's just like family. It's family now to them. It's not only basketball, it's like family to them. Lower division is going to be so entertaining this season. Because now teams have played 4 games, other teams have played 3 games. Hope teams step up. Yeah.
There is also, I think the Rako Eagles, they're also doing good. I think they're second on the table. Which other team do you think? Which other team do you think will put up a big contest? Might be in the playoffs.
Yeah, in playoffs we might see, because we might see some different changes. There are many teams there, even Kumba Marines is there. Night Riders is there. Night Riders is also there as well. Okay. There's also Time as well, which was what time she has gone to the semi-finals over many times, and they couldn't make it the finals.
Res Life
is also there as well. Yes, they've gone to the semi-finals over many times. They make it the finals.
I don't know why they have played only one game. Yeah, there was a weekend that was.
There was a weekend whereby there was the school's basketball, and most of the lower division players are high school kids. So, and most of the umpires had gone to Guru for national team, for nationals. So that's why you saw there was a weekend which wasn't full of basketball.
But there are also night games, Friday games.
Yeah, the Friday games. Like Diamonds in the Sun played recently.
Is it a good initiative?
It's a good initiative.
And they're competing with the
actually, not only Friday, even Wednesday. They're not competing.
No, for Wednesday
they removed it. What I know.
They are full of information.
What I know is they're trying to market their division. Because don't forget that lower division is handled differently compared to NBL.
Yeah, they have.
Information as it NBA one time they told the clubs, please can you manage your league? Some clubs refused to manage the league. Lower division was like, you know what, let's do this, we can do it. Whereby to me, I'm seeing some improvement, though they need to make sure market their things socially, because social media runs everywhere. Social media is the way to go now. I'm into marketing, I'm a PR person, tell you the truth, digital has taken over everything.
The men's division is so tight, but the same cannot be said of the women's, where JT Jaguars, the new team, the former JKL Junior Lady Dolphins.
I would call it an all-star team.
Yeah,
it's an all-star team.
From JK.
Yes.
From JK.
Morena Moding.
Sister Brenda Yela.
Morena Moding.
Esther Marion, a couple of good players.
They've got someone from UC as well. What's her name? That point at the left hand.
They have more than 5 players from UC.
Can you see? It's an all-star team.
And it's coached by Coach Luke.
Can you see?
He's
a good tactical coach. He knows basketball.
Helped by his former JKL point guard.
Bushiri.
Yeah, Besman Bushiri. He's also a player for JT Jaguars.
The junior team.
Yeah, the junior team.
Yeah.
In men's division, where there is also hoops there.
Hoops.
I don't know how you can.
The academy of under 16 and under 18 national team. I would say Gazelles and Junior Gazelles and Junior Silverbacks. I'll call it the academy because of most of the players we've seen on the under 18 or 16 want the products of hoops. It's a good one. It's a good initiative. You'll see even the old players are going to get back and they're placed for hoops. And I would say credit to Jimmy and Koma for doing such a thing.
Yeah, and I was told that the players currently in hoops, they are those young kids they started with about 10 years ago.
Yes.
And they are now giving them a chance to have more minutes on the court. Which is a good initiative.
Yeah.
As you said. Hudson, we might talk basketball to you tomorrow. But for our viewers, this is it for this week. We have to thank our producer, Calvin of Montage Media, and please go to YouTube and check the Sports Nation, subscribe so that you can get our weekly updates.